Like last week, I took a break because I couldn't make it back. I was out the whole day, So yeah, no choice. So yeah, but I've been doing this for a really long time, more than 2 years now. So if you have any questions, here's how it works, right? Any questions at all? First, you can actually go to my YouTube channel, check for. I've posted about 900 over videos about Facebook advertising and digital marketing. You can actually try to search for an answer if you have a question. If you can't find an answer for your question, all you need to do is to pop your question as a comment in any of my videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll then pick it up and I'll bring it over here every Sunday night to answer a question. So yeah, just come back on the following Sunday to join me live to hear my answers. And if you can, you can actually join me live every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Malaysia time. And we can actually have, we actually can chat to each other over here, live over here. So if you have any questions when you're actually watching this, pop your questions in the comment as well. Okay, so since we actually skipped last week, I've got quite a number of questions, so I don't want to actually delay, so we jump right into the whole thing right away. So this session is called Ask Jason Anything. It happens on my YouTube channel mainly, as well as my Facebook presences, which is my Facebook pages and Facebook group. I would still recommend that you post your questions in my YouTube channel on any of the videos. That works better for me. Okay, now I'll actually go through all the questions I have over here. Meanwhile, if you have any questions at all, if you have anything you want to bring up for discussion, pop in the comment. All right, I will actually come back to the comment right after I settle with all these questions that I've gotten on my YouTube channel. Okay, now let's go through one by one. So the first one is coming from Nessa's Kitchen. Nessa's Kitchen is asking, can you use two-step funnel for Shopee affiliate marketing? Now, for those who are new to my Facebook advertising framework, you can actually go to my YouTube channel and search for two-step funnel framework. It's a framework that I've been using since 2016. Mainly, we will have at least 2 ads running simultaneously at any time. One ad is actually to reach new audience for you, and the other one is to do retargeting. And if you are able to set an optimized campaign for this, using the framework for your business, you should be able to see improved ROI, reduce budget waste, and a lot of awesome benefit that actually can help you build long-term evergreen campaign. My longest campaign lasted for about 24 months, which is about 2 years. And any of my students actually and coaching clients, they can actually at least run their ads for 3 to 5 months without changing anything. Imagine the kind of freedom that you can get if you use this, right? So if you are, basically two-step funnel can be used in any business because we have an improvised two-step funnel whereby we can actually do retargeting even if you do not have ownership to the advertisement, to the landing page, to the destination. So quick answers to Nasa's question. Yes, you can use two-step funnel for Shopee affiliate marketing. So when it comes to retargeting, you actually use recent engagement on Facebook and Instagram as your retargeting option, which means you do not really need to. Of course, when you are doing Shopee affiliate, you won't be able to track how many actually landed on the product that you promoted, right? But what you can do is you can actually retarget those people who taken action on your advertisement by targeting the Facebook and Instagram engagement. You can try that. You sign up for my program, so you should be able to go through that. And if you need help, okay, Nessel, you already know the drill. All you need to do is to actually buy me a mail on Fiverr, scan this QR code, and we can actually discuss whatever questions you have on your Facebook advertising campaigns, right? So, yep, so that's to Nessel's question. Thank you so much for joining me. And the next one is coming from Trip. Anyway, so Ang is asking, what if your main profile is permanently restricted? What should you do? So this is actually a question about Facebook ads account permanently restricted. Now, when it comes to account permanent restriction, there are multiple layers, all right? You can be actually restricted on the business manager layer or the page layer or even the ad account layer. In fact, if you are only having your page disabled, it's actually the easiest thing to solve. All you need to do is to start a new page and off you go. You can start right away. Now, when it comes to profile restricted, that is totally, it's kind of like coming to the end of it, right? Because it's almost impossible to request for a request to reinstate your advertising access back. So what we usually do is, now the steps is to get someone else to borrow you their Facebook profile. And then after that, you can actually use that to create a business manager. If you can, claim the business page over, the Facebook page, if you can. That is depending on the situation that you're having right now. If you can actually claim the page over, then of course, good. If you can't, create a new page and then create a new ad account and you start running ads. And at the same time, you can start a profile and brew it first for, I would say, at least 2 months. By the time both sides is stable, you can actually add yourself back into the business manager as an admin again. So that's how we usually go through. But then again, there are different situations. Like sometimes you can actually let the page go, sometimes you can't. And sometimes there are certain complications here and there. So I won't be able to say 100% that this thing is going to work for you, but you can try. But nonetheless, if you need help, you can actually scan this QR code by mail, and we can actually spend half an hour via Zoom to go through your situation, whatever problems that you're having, and I'll be able to give you personalized recommendations on how to navigate. You see, I would say most of the time we do not have a solution. I will not be able to help you get your account back, but what we all want is really not about getting the account back. It's about start running ads again, because our business is depending on it. So I would actually help you find a workaround, a solution to get back advertising again on Facebook. So that's what we do. Okay. Yep, that's that. Next question is coming from Walid, also about account restriction. So Walid is asking, you have been permanently disabled and banned after they asked you to submit ID. You don't know what's going on. It's actually very, very normal. You're not the only one. All right. What Facebook is trying to do is they're trying to verify that every advertisers are real human, at least to their capability best. But what happened recently is they screw up quite a lot, whereby I've got a lot of clients where they were requested to submit ID, and when they submit ID, they got permanently restricted. But the way we look at it is, if you have a new profile that have not been really active for a while, at least I would say a few years, usually they will suspect that you are a fake account, especially if you're not very active, then they might disable you. Now, the other situation is you probably have been advertising and you have gotten a lot of maybe ads ban and all this kind of thing. Maybe your business was deemed as maybe in the gray area and all that. Sometimes it would actually affect that as well. But also I've encountered cases where they never run ads, they have done nothing. They just receive notification that they are disabled and they can't get it back. They panic. Now, if you do not run ads, nothing is going to happen to you. Whatever you do on the front end, like posting things, commenting, joining groups, and everything is actually the same. All right. But if you need to run ads, then that's the only thing, that's the only feature that you can't access. So usually we have to look at what situation you're facing right now. If you, like I said, if you do not run ads, it's fine. But if you do run ads, you can actually refer back to the solution that I shared just now, which is to get someone else to borrow their Facebook profile, and then you start a new business manager, start a page, start an ad account, and start running ads. And eventually, to get through the verification stage and get back, everything will be normal. But then again, like I said, there are different situations, there's different scenarios. I won't be able to give you that, to tell you that, oh, look, you do that, everything's going to be fine. So I will all ask you to do the same thing, right? All you need to do is scan this QR code and buy me a mail on Fiverr, and I'll be able to spend half an hour with you to look at your situation, to give you personalized recommendation. Okay, like I said, I won't be able to give you solution right away, as in like, oh, we do this and everything is going to be back. No, usually you can't get it back, but I'll offer you workaround. That's what I promise based on my experience. Okay, so that's that. Next, we have Anime Club. Same thing. Actually, I don't know, man. You guys are, like I said, you guys are not alone. You're not the only one who's facing this problem. A lot of people from all around the world are facing this problem. So permanent restricted Facebook ads can be monetized. In fact, when you are permanently restricted, nothing you can access anymore. The page, I don't think you can, monetize it anymore, because everything will be in bad shape. So yeah, but if you're asking whether, Facebook ads can be monetized, you can't even run Facebook ads. That's the thing, Anime Club. So the moment you are restricted, especially permanently restricted, you have to find a workaround. You can actually, go to my YouTube channel and search for, permanently restricted. I have a lot of videos talking about the solutions to look for that. But seriously, I hope I answered the question, because your question is about monetization, which is, why do you want to look for monetization while you're having everything is like restricted? You can't access everything. But anyway, if you need help, all right, as usual, scan this QR code, buy me a meal. We can spend half an hour together to look at your situation, and I'll be able to give you more personalized recommendations. Okay, now, next is coming from Web Programming School, all right? Is asking about steps to create Facebook ads for mobile apps in stores. Now, Web Programming School is asking, can I make a video tutorial? No, the answer is no, because that's not what I do right now. Because in fact, if you go to Google, you search for create Facebook ads for mobile apps, I believe there are a lot of videos that can actually teach you to do that. You don't need a tutorial from me. All right, you can learn on your own. In fact, running ads on Facebook, getting started is actually very easy. It's not, rocket science. Everybody can do that. So yeah, with a lot of free helps out there on YouTube channel. I mean, on YouTube, you can actually find your help. But just in case, if you need personalized, advice and all that, same thing. You can scan this QR code, buy me a meal, and we can spend half an hour to look at, like probably give you personalized recommendations on how to start and everything. If you have any questions, yeah, that's what I do. I mean, I do not create tutorial for that. That's not what I intend to do. But you can find, I believe there must be a lot. Okay. Now the next one is coming from Mr. Tiagi. So is there a way you could help you one-on-one? You will glad to pay me? Yes, Mr. Tiagi, same thing. You can actually scan this QR code, buy me a mail, and we are able to, and we can actually spend half an hour together to look at whatever situation you have. Yeah, just scan this and you'll be landed on Fiverr. I've helped hundreds of people. You can actually look through all the reviews and all that. Okay, and just buy me a mail, and we will actually spend half an hour together to look at whatever situation you're having. Okay, next we have Debbie Day. Debbie. So Debbie is posting this comment on my video about how to set up Facebook Pixel for Shopee store. Okay, so Debbie is asking, so does it mean that when you set up the CPAS ads, you don't have to select any pixel? So, or is it automatically selected? Will Shopee share this pixel together with the catalog with us, and you can actually select during ad creation? Technically, yes, you can and you should. When you're setting up CPAS ads in your Facebook Ads Manager, if you are already given the CPAS access, you should be able to select Shopee's pixel as the destination, which would actually send the the signal and attribution and everything back to actually attribute everything back to your campaign and say that, how many purchase signal back from Shopee are actually attributed to your campaign and all that. Everything will be recorded. But of course, we are not saying 100%, but you still need to do that. You can select pixel in the pixel level, and you need to select that definitely. Okay, Debbie, hope that answers your questions. All right, next we have cross-border business news. So this is about how to change primary Facebook page for business manager. You don't need a course, to be frank. Yeah, in fact, if you Google, if you YouTube it, there should be some videos teaching you how to do that. But then again, if you're talking about you have a permanently restricted business manager or permanently restricted ad account or page or something like that, you want to get a page from a restricted business manager to a new business manager, then probably there will be some complication, because technically you are not able to. But having said that, I've helped somebody to get past that stage and get their old page back, even though it was attached to a restricted business manager account. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to say for sure, because first we will have to look at your situation. We will have to look at your business manager. How bad is that? And what else can we do? So I would not be able to give you an absolute solution over here. But if you really need help, you can scan this QR code, buy me a mail, and we are able to spend half an hour together to look at your situation, to give you the next steps on how can you do, what can you do, and hopefully can help you get your page back. But if you can't, if you actually come to a point where it's dead end for you, I'll tell you that's dead end. At least based on my experience, I'll be able to give you more insights that can be useful for you. So scan this QR code, buy me a meal, and we can spend half an hour together to do that. Okay, now next. Okay, so this is the same thing. All right, last question for today is coming from Wendy. Wendy Yun. Okay, so Wendy is asking, your Facebook ad account is your personal Facebook account. It had been a day or two since it had been permanently disabled because identification confirmation failed. All right, will this method work? I mean, if this don't work, do I have to create not only a new Facebook page but also a new Facebook profile account? You really not to lose any of them. Now, Wendy, I believe, yeah, this video is my video teaching you how to do this. All right, so you go through the steps. Here's the thing. Okay, go through the method. The method says you need to set and you need to get somebody else's profile. You do not get your own profile, because trust me, the moment you create a new profile and you try to use it to create a business manager, 100% within seconds, everything will be disabled and banned. You won't be able to get it back 100% because new profile are not allowed to create Facebook business manager right now for whatever reasons. All right, so you get someone else to do that, and you can create a new profile, but you need to brew it. When everything is stable, then you add yourself back into the newly created business manager by your friend's profile as an admin. Then you can actually take over from there. But do not ever create a new Facebook profile to do this. That's what I say. All right, Wendy, I hope that helps. But having said that, I won't be able to know what's the problem that you're facing without looking at it. So scan this QR code, same thing. I'll ask you to do this because if you really want a solid solution or personalized recommendation on what to do next, this is the way. Scan this QR code, buy me a coffee. No, it's a meal now. And we are able to spend half an hour together to look at whatever you have right now and, to see what to do next. Wendy? Right? Okay, thanks. And yep, that's all the question I have gotten on my YouTube channel. All right, so then we have a question from TY about this. So you have got one prospect approach you for help, 20K followers and likes, running ads on healthy meals for a long time. Out of nowhere, got restricted. Check out their ads, also nothing wrong as well. Yeah, it happens. It happens. So, well, you have to look at their business manager to look back into the history and see what have they done and how bad is the situation right now. The restriction is permanent, or is it something that we are still at the review stage? You actually can try. But then again, having said that, right, I have seen pages with a lot of likes and all this, and eventually they got disabled, and it takes time to get it back. So what we will usually do, here's the steps, right? We will usually keep the old page because you have gotten like 20,000 people over there, right? So don't waste it, because on the front end, posting things, commenting, messaging, and everything, will still be fine. Just that you won't be able to use that to run ads, right? So what we do, we create a new page and run ads, and that page you keep. I mean, we do not know, maybe a few months or even like years down the road, Facebook can actually allow you to request for review again, maybe. Then, well, maybe you can actually try to get it back. But meanwhile, do not lose hope. I mean, it's just a page being restricted. Running ads doesn't require that page. I mean, I understand that definitely we will lose the credentials and credibilities and stuff like that. But then again, it's not the end of the world, because the number of likes doesn't reflect the number of followers that are actually active and looking to hear from you, right? So yeah, I would say I do not drill on this. Whatever it is, I mean, the bottom line is we want to get back advertising. So that's what I would do. GY, okay? Thanks for popping in. And the next question is coming from Patrick. Patrick is asking, is the Facebook certification worth it? Actually, it's up to you. It's up to you, because if your business is, if it's what you do, if it's going to help you get better job, better offer, if it's going to help you get better clients, because to add to your credibilities and all, I would say definitely. But to me, I think it's more about staying in touch, because as a certified Meta professional, I get news and updates, and further up as business partner, the Meta business partner, I get dedicated business, the account manager. So that's what I would say worth it. But if it's not what you do, then maybe not. But I would say it depends. You actually should ask yourself this question, whether it's going to help you in any way. If it does, then well, do it. It's worth it. If you ask me, I've been certified since 20, I don't know, 13, 16, 17, I forgot, many years. I think it's fine. You know, I like the fact that I'm a certified pro and I get different opportunities from different angles. Yeah, that's what I do. But I would say certification does not guarantee your skill. You still need to practice to actually get better at running ads. So yeah, I would say, but nonetheless, that actually sets you up at a better footing in terms of, you know, like being seen as an certified professional. That might really help you get better job or better clients. That's what I think. Patrick, yeah, thanks for popping in. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it. We are a bit early today, but I think it's fine. If I don't see any questions coming in another 5 seconds time, I'm just going to wrap this. I mean, remember, this is what I do every Sunday night. If you have any questions at all, pop your questions as, I mean, first go to my YouTube channel, try to search for an answer because I have 900 over videos over there. You might actually get some answers to your questions, but if you can't find any, all you need to do is just post your questions as a comment on any of my videos. I'll be able to pick it up like what you saw just now. I'll be answering your questions on the following Sunday. That's what I do. Been doing it for 100 over weeks now. Definitely will keep doing it. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week. Thanks. Good night. Bye.